行くよ、紅姫。
Alright, in this video we're going to be talking about Bleach Soul Resonance. Now, since the last time I've made a video on Bleach, this account got another 2,600 followers, which is fucking wild, by the way. I really think you guys should follow my account, right? Because I'm keeping you guys up to date. I would really appreciate the follow. I'm hoping that by the end of the beta, I'm going to be close to 4 or 5k followers. We'll see how that tracks out. This starts the beginning of a lot of Bleach Soul Resonance content because the beta is coming out in 4 days time. Now, this was a while ago. I mean, definitely a while ago. I made a video on this basically when it was coming out, I think. Just had to delete it and repost it because it was technically a leak. But there's going to be a closed beta test happening in 4 days time. And your boy did actually get in, so expect a lot of content. From what I know, we will be allowed to stream. Let me know if you want some streams down below. And what are your expectations for this beta? I want to hear everyone's thoughts. What are your expectations for this beta in specific? And so far, it looks like there's going to be a lot of new things. We're going to discuss what's going to be coming. Now, I'm also going to make a separate video on a lot of the gameplay that we did get and should be getting. And there's a lot of cutscenes, so I recommend checking this account because I can't even show the cutscenes in full. And I can't play the audio because the audio is a lot of copyrighted songs from Sugisu. The GOAT himself, we got access to Sugisu's OSTs from the original Bleach. And I think that's going to be fire. Imagine when TYBW comes out in-game a couple of years and we get the remix versions maybe for #1. That would be fire. That would be absolutely fire. Now, there was some trailers, right? So it's pretty cool how they're actually doing some promo, right? Now, it is all in CN because, of course, this is the CN beta. So for people who want the global beta, from what people can tell also, I'm pretty sure... hold on. Twitter, I'm telling you. So I'm pretty sure that there's some characters that we haven't seen before, right? So someone, I think like Soifon and also Ulquiorra might have a chance at being in the beta, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, in terms of global, I would say that from what we see right now, we could expect a bit of a delay, right? I could see a bit of a delay happening. But the thing is, it shouldn't be that big. And from what I know, like the people on Global are working very hard to close that gap as much as possible. So that's a very, very good thing. Now, a beta for Global should probably be an open beta, but I can't be sure with that, but it should be an open beta. And there's also the fact that this is called the Shikai test. And as you know, obviously what follows Shikai, Bankai. So that's the thing. Now, to sign up for the beta, it is unfortunately closed. I should have made a video. I do apologize that honestly I was a bit lazy to make a video on how to sign up, but I got you for the future. All info from now on is going to be covered. Hey, listen, to be fair, I did tell you guys to follow the Twitter account, so there is that. Now, there is some footage that we did see. So there's some new UIs, which, hold on, I'm going to mute this, but there's some new UIs that we could see here, which is really interesting. So I think there's like a 7-day bonus also. Now, we got Kenpachi and Toshiro art, which is updated. Bro, they look so good. They really do look good. Actually, I don't even know. This might actually be from an anime promo because they do like to use that. Now, there's also more UIs here. This might be like some missions, beginner missions is what it looks like. I'm not too sure what that is. And then Byakuya gameplay. So I'm gonna leave that out. Now, what's really cool is like we do have some leaked gameplay, but I'm gonna leave that out. I don't really want to get into this too much. This is not really what we're talking about in this video, at least for this, because this is more in the realm of leaks / data mining. But let me just say the animations look incredible. I mean, like people on Twitter are extremely hyped about this. The fact that I could even get up to 3,000 followers, this isn't even me glazing, it's just like a fact of pure astonishment because this account is growing quicker pretty much than my Black Clover mobile account did, considering the fact that I started off, like I got access to that account when it had 8,000 followers already because the previous owner wanted help with it and he basically gave it to me, right? But this, I just started out from scratch and it's growing quick, which shows that there's a lot of interest in Bleach Soul Resonance, which I think is wonderful. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing that is just super good for this game, that there's already global interest, and even on the CN side. So like if you see here, there's like 100 likes on this post and a lot of other posts. This art looks beautiful. Jesus, I'm gonna save that for after. But yeah, like 100 likes, 200 comments, like it's pretty crazy how it's actually going about. So definitely really fucking cool that there's even like in China, it's still looking to be pretty big considering like it's just this. Even on Bilibili, like they're getting really good views considering it's just a beta right now. I think it's like in the 10 to 20,000 range that they're getting in terms of views, which is very good. I have to definitely say that. Now, one thing they've been doing on TapTap specifically is doing a kind of like promotional hype up, which is really fucking cool. Like I don't know, but if we could get this for global, I would be really happy. So what they do essentially is, first of all, they post a graphic. All right, they post a graphic and it has the kit. So they post something like this. Ichigo also had one, right? So they did Ichigo first, SR Ichigo, and then into SR Rukia. Now, after that, they post kind of like a animation trailer, right? So there's a lot of animation from the anime. They even showed like Rukia's Bankai at the end for hers, from 2IBW. And then they post, well, the gameplay, which Ichigo had his gameplay posted. And let me just say, his is a really good step up. So we're going to get more into this in another video. I'm not really going to discuss the bad parts. Like I said, I want to keep the gameplay to a separate video, but we are actually going to go into this. So if you see here, like a lot of the gameplay, like it's got that yellow glow that looks a lot better. The effects look a lot better. The slashes are beautiful. For sure. And even the parry, I think the parries look good. I've been playing Wuthering Waves, so I'm very happy that there is in fact a parry. That is a huge thing for me, and it does look pretty nice. I just hope it's not clunky, but from what I heard, it isn't. Now, the alt does look a bit better. The perspective is actually changed. If we go to the alt from before, oh, I don't know where it is here. So if we go to the alt here, you could see it's zoomed in. Now, the thing is, the facial feature is better. Like if you go back, like actually I could just show you here. The facial feature is a lot better in the old one. Here, it does look a lot less serious. It looks like he's just opening his mouth, where here, it really looks like there's some like inherent rage in his face, which I think is a lot better. I don't know about you guys, but I think it is a lot better for sure. But still, it's pretty good that they're doing this. So we have his kit, right? So like we got the combat skill 1, 2 alt, then there's a seal shutdown, which I think is the combo, and then his passive. He looks very basic, but this is also because we have a Bankai Ichigo, so I'm not really going to go into him. If you want to read, pause the video, check out the gameplay on Twitter, which I'm going to do a specific separate video in like a day or so on this. But I do want to get into Rukia because she's fucking broken. So this is her animations, which they do look actually really nice. So I'm gonna actually, no, it's the beginning part, I apologize. They are below quality. We're gonna have higher quality in the future, but like they don't look that bad for an SR unit, right? It's pretty good. So if you see here also, she does have something that I like to call the Zhangling and fish ability, Fischl, where she goes off field, and then there's going to be icicles that are attacking during, which as a sub DPS is crazy good. So I'm not going to read all of this, but I made a summary. Basically, she freezes the enemy. She has a skill called Freezing Area, which I'm pretty sure is just part of the freezing. I don't know if it like does damage or is a debuffing type of thing to like increase your damage, not sure. But you could also see that her ices as a sub DPS are going to hit off field, which in a lot of games is very good. Now that alone would not be amazing for someone like Mortifi and Wuthering Waves. You want more. And what is that more doing? Buffs. So she is supporting as a damage buffer. So the whole team's getting damage buffs. Lowers enemies resistance, which I'm not too sure what exactly this resistance is. It just sounds good. Okay, it sounds good, so I don't know what to tell you there. And then on-field unit gets damage reduction and is healed. So she's damage reducing, healing, damage buffing, lowering resistance, and doing sub DPS off-field damage. So it's going to be very interesting. If you want to read her full kit in depth, like I said, check the Twitter out and you'll be more than fine there. And one thing that's very interesting is all the arts have gotten a rehaul. Okay, so you see that Ichigo's has been, well, more TYBW styled is what I'll say. Especially, his name, I don't know why his name blanked for a second, Byakuya. So Byakuya, what you could tell is that the pose from before might be a bit better, but the new one has a much more TYBW style, especially Rukia. It went from some like knockoff art to a genuinely good art, right? A genuinely good art. And we could even check some other ones that we got later, or well, I put in later. So we got Yachiru's, which looks a lot better. Let me make this big. So we got Ichigo's, which I think is one of the biggest improvements. Orihime's is a very nice improvement. Uryu's too. I think it just looks, these look way better for the SRs mainly. At least the SSRs had some like pizzazz to it, but these definitely did not before. So that's definitely something that we have to keep in mind for sure. But overall, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. Just some things in general. The Chinese beta also reached 4 million pre-registrations. I think it was reset because before it was at like 10 mil, but now it's at like 4 mil. So looking pretty good. There's a lot of stuff for us to expect. Rukia gameplay soon. I'm really hyped. Okay, I'm really hyped. Let me know what you guys think. But I would say that overall, we've got a lot of interesting things coming in. The Bleach beta is in 4 days. I will be streaming. Thank you guys for getting me to 3,000. If you did follow, if you haven't already, go follow. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.